Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, July 9th. There is 15 games in total. We're going to break down all the games today, try to predict the outcome. Look at the rosters, the lineup, the pitching, try to see who's going to win, who's going to lose, and what the final scores might be. And we'll also take an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, though, if you're a baseball fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, you agree with me, disagree with me, what are your thoughts on these games? What are your picks for the day? Drop the comments down below and I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below, click on that link, you can sign up there. We go over every game every week this entire season, so make sure to like and subscribe. And once the football season starts, don't forget, football is just around the corner. We are almost at the All-Star break of the Major League Baseball season, just a couple days away. This season has been flying by, but once football starts this summer, we go over every football game for the NFL and for college. We break them all down. We do predictions. We do best bets. So if you're a sports fan, baseball fan, football fan, doesn't matter. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And let's not waste any more time. We have 15 games to look at, so let's get started. The very first one we have at 1:10 p.m. We have the 49-42 Tampa Bay Rays. Finished the month of June really hot. Kind of fallen off the last week, but you know how talented this team is. A really good hitting team, great pitching team. They'll be facing off here versus the 58-34 Detroit Tigers. People have been saying the last 2 to 3 weeks, this might be the best team overall in baseball. The Tigers, they have great hitting. They have great pitching. They have a good bullpen. They're at home here. They have a 57.2% chance to win this game. They are first place in the AL Central. The Rays, a 42.8% chance to win. Detroit, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Tampa Bay, plus 130. Detroit right now, minus 155. That Rays offense, they're averaging 4.8 runs a game. Hitting 259, 100 home runs, 117 steals. They do lead the major leagues in stolen bases. Extremely aggressive. Goal, make sure every runner gets in scoring position. And on top of that, they're only giving up 3.78 runs a game. The Tigers, 5 run a game average, 253 average, 116 home runs, 31 steals. The only knock on this team is the lack of speed, only 31 steals, but it hasn't affected the offense. So really, who cares? And they're only giving up 3.46 runs per game. They have a great starting rotation. They have one of the better bullpens in baseball. Looking at the pitching, Zach Littell going for the Rays, career 3.8 ERA this season, 7-7 record, 3.5 ERA, 110 innings, 76 strikeouts. The big knock for him, 24 home runs. Yes, he doesn't give up a lot of hits, but it seems like when he does, it tends to be the long ball. And then going for the Tigers in this matchup, you're going to have Reese Olson, third year in the major leagues, 4-3 record, a 2.89 ERA. Great start to his career, 53 innings, 54 strikeouts, only 3 home runs. I'm going to go with the close game, but I'm going to go with the Tigers winning this game, covering the spread, but I'm going to go with the under here, lower scoring game. And this game's actually a pretty tough one on MLB Network at 2:10 p.m. We're going to have the 53-38 Toronto Blue Jays. When the month of June started, they were under 500. Right now, they are 15 games above 500. I was saying the whole season, this team has a lot of offensive potential. They just hadn't reached it yet. They've definitely reached it right now. They'll be facing off first the 30-61 Chicago White Sox. Even though their record is completely awful, they're actually a very scrappy team. A lot of very close losses. Right now, Chicago, 41.3% chance to win this game. The Blue Jays, first place in the AL East. Give them some props. They earned it. They fought their way back up. They have a 58.7% chance to win. Toronto, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Blue Jays are minus 150. The White Sox are plus 125. Right now, Toronto with that hot offense, 4.6 runs a game, 258 average, 94 home runs, 46 steals, getting a 4.19 runs per game. The White Sox, 3.4 average, one of the worst offenses in baseball. 222 average. They have a lot of issues just getting their runners on base. 70 home runs, 58 steals, and a 4.07 runs per game. There's a lot of pressure on that starting rotation to keep this score low. That's the only shot they have to win. Right now, the White Sox, Adrian Hosmer, this guy was cut by the Mets last season. He came out of nowhere last month. He's having a really good start to the season. 4-2 record, a 1.6 ERA, 50.2 innings, 37 strikeouts, only 2 home runs given up. Eric Lauer going for the Blue Jays, career 4.1 ERA. This season, 4-1 record, 2.65 ERA, 51 innings, 51 strikeouts. This is one of those games, to me, it is a lot closer than it appears. I'm going out on a ledge here. I don't normally pick them. I'm going to pick the White Sox pulling off the ups. I'm going to go with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And on MLB Network at 2:10 p.m., the 56-36 Los Angeles Dodgers, the best overall roster in baseball, but a lot of injuries right now. Their pitching has been decimated. 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL. Still, first place in the NL West. Got to give them some props to that. They continue to find ways to win. They'll be playing the 51-40 Milwaukee Brewers. This is not a team you want to play right now. One of the hottest teams in baseball. Right now, the Brewers second place in the NL Central. Milwaukee has a 43.5% chance to win this game. Los Angeles, a 56.5. The Dodgers, though, 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Dodgers are minus 155. The Brewers are plus 130. That Dodgers offense, one of the best overall offenses in baseball. Really good roster. 5.5 runs a game, 261 average, 141 home runs. That is number one in baseball, just ahead of the Yankees. 4.32 ERA. That's not a good number, but when you have 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL, it's probably not that bad. Right now, Milwaukee, 4.7 runs a game. Very hot offense. 247 average, 86 home runs, 104 steals. That is top three in baseball. Smaller market team. They excel at small ball, getting their runners in scoring position. Just like the Tampa Bay Rays, this team knows how to play with the talent that's on the roster. They get the best out of their players. They're only giving up 3.77 runs per game. They have a solid overall bullpen. Tyler Glass now, he is back. We all know what this guy's like when he's on. When he's on, he is unhittable. He's had some injury concerns this season. 1-0 record, a 4.5 ERA, but very small sample size, only 18 innings, 23 strikeouts. Jose Quintana on the mound for the Brewers. Picked up right where he left off last year. 6-3 record, a 3.44 season, 65.1 innings, 44 strikeouts. I would go with Glass now, but with him just coming back off of the DL, he might be a little rusty here. I'm going to go with the Brewers winning a very close game, going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And at 3:45 p.m., the 53-38 Philadelphia Phillies, first place in the NL East versus the 50-42 San Francisco Giants, two of the better teams in baseball. Right now, the Giants third place in the NL West. The NL West might be the deepest, most competitive division in baseball right now. San Francisco coming into this game, 51.3% chance to win this game. The Phillies, a 48.7. That is as close to a 50-50 split with the fans as it gets. This is a good one. Right now, the Phillies are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Philadelphia minus 135, San Francisco plus 115. But this is one of those games, again, due to the pitching, due to the good playoff caliber teams, you can make a strong case for either team to walk away with the win. Phillies right now, they're averaging 4.6 runs a game. Really good lineup. Harper, Trey Turner, Schwarber, they're hitting 256. 97 home runs, 77 steals, giving up 3.7 runs a game. I say it every video. Once the Phillies have a fully healthy starting rotation, which they don't right now, but once it's fully healthy, to me, they do have the deepest starting rotation in baseball. The Giants, 4.2 runs a game, but they're not really known for their offense this season. 231 average, 83 home runs, 45 steals. They are known for their pitching, giving up 3.45 runs per game. That is top 5 overall in baseball. It's not just the starting rotation. It's also the bullpen that you have to contend with. Right now for the Giants, Justin Verlander on the mound. He is still looking for his first win of the season. Crazy to say that right now for his career, 262 wins, a 3.33 career ERA. One of the best pitchers we've seen of the last 2 decades. When this guy is on, he is on, but he's been pitching for a while right now. He's solely only still pitching just to rack up some stats for the Hall of Fame because why not? He's going up against Jesus Luzardo, 7-5 record, a 4.44 ERA, 97.1 innings, 115 strikeouts. This guy's a strikeout pitcher. How about only 7 home runs given up in 17 games? That is elite control here. Give me the Phillies to get the win. I have them covering the spread. I'm going to go with the over. And on ESPN at 7 p.m., the 52-39 New York Mets, second place in the NL East. The offense continues to be anemic for this team. They have to turn things on. Juan Soto still has a hot bat. 1 through 3, Lindor, Soto, Alonso. They need to all be on the same page at the same time, and 4 through 9 is really struggling. They have to get them back on. They are dealing with a lot of pitching injuries, but help is on the way. They're due to get some guys back from the DL. Baltimore right now, a 40-49 overall record. The Orioles, 40.4% chance to win this game. The Mets, a 59.6% chance. The Mets are also 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. But can their offense overcome the obstacles and score enough runs to get the starting pitcher the win? Right now, New York, minus 155. Baltimore's plus 130. The Mets right now, 4.4 runs a game. They need to get that back up to about 4.7 to 4.8. 245 average, 118 home runs. 69 steals, giving up 3.54 runs a game. Just to put that in perspective, 2 weeks ago, it was 2.9. So that just shows how much they have been shelled the last couple weeks. The Orioles right now, 4.2 runs a game. Younger team. The offense is really starting to click right now, showing a lot of potential power. 239 average, 117 home runs, 61 steals, giving up 4.93 runs per game. Sagano, not the best last couple weeks for him, but overall, usually a very solid pitcher. 6-5 record. 4.44 ERA, 93.1 innings, 57 strikeouts. David Peterson on the mound for the Mets. Don't forget, last season, second half of the year, he led the major leagues in the lowest ERA. This season, 6-4 record, a 3.18 ERA, 102 innings, 87 strikeouts, really good home run control. Only 7 home runs given up in 16 games. I'm going to go with David Robertson stopping the bleeding here for the Mets. The Mets win this one. They cover the spread, but I'll go with the under. And our next game's our prime video game at 7:05 p.m. The 48-42 Seattle Mariners had a great April, fell off the month of May. They're slowly starting to work their way back up right now. They are second place in the West, now back to being 6 games over 500. They'll be facing the 49-41 New York Yankees in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees down to second place in the AL East, but still, whenever you have Aaron Judge out there, 33 home runs, hitting 360, you got to take this team serious. Right now, the Mariners, 51% chance to win this game. New York, a 49% chance. That's a 50-50 split. The Yankees, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. New York, minus 150. Seattle, plus 125. The Mariners' offense, 4.5 runs a game, 247 average, 119 home runs, 81 steals. Very balanced. That's solid power, solid speed, giving up 3.77 runs per game. The Yankees, still a top 10 overall offense, 5.1 runs per game, 255 average, 140 home runs. They can still hit the long ball. But one thing about them is they are very Aaron Judge-centric. At some point, someone else has to step up here. 63 steals, 3.84 runs a game. The Yankees are dealing with a lot of starting pitching injuries. 3 of their 5 starters are down right now. At some point, that is really dragging on this team ERA. The Yankees have Cam Schittler making his first start of his major league career. That's a tall task here versus a very hot Seattle team. They have Logan Evans going. He's a rookie. 3-2 record, a 2.96 ERA. 45.2 innings, 33 strikeouts. If the Yankees pull off this win here, that's because Evans crunched under the New York spotlight pressure. But Schittler not having make a start, in my own personal mind, I cannot in good conscience go with someone making their first start here versus Seattle. It's probably going to be a bullpen game. Yankees bullpen, it's not bad, but give me the Mariners to win this game on the road, going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And it's 7:10 p.m., the 41-48 Miami Marlins. Yeah, they're 7 games under 500, but actually, believe it or not, playing really good baseball the last 3 weeks. They've been led by their offense. Pitching, it is still awful, but the numbers have been getting better the last 3 weeks. They're slowly lowering that ERA. They'll be on the road here versus the 46-45 Cincinnati Reds. The Reds, they've been hovering around 500 this entire season, but do not sleep on this team. 4th place in the NL Central, a very, very deep division. Right now, the Marlins, 35.3% chance to win this game. The Reds, 64.7%. We did pick the Marlins to upset the Reds yesterday. They did do that, but will they be able to carry that momentum into this game? Right now, the Reds, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Cincinnati, minus 145. Miami, plus 120. The Marlins offense, 4.2 runs per game, 252 average, 79 home runs, 69 steals, 4.71 runs per game, which is much improved over where it was 3 weeks ago. Cincinnati, 4.6 runs a game, 246 average, decent power, 96 home runs, 66 steals, 3.95 runs per game. The Reds have Andrew Abbott here on the mound, 7-1 record, a 2.15 ERA. That's elite numbers. 83.2 innings, 78 strikeouts, and Sandy Alcantara, the past Cy Young winner, has not been able to find his stuff yet. Obviously, he was really rusty to start the season. It was a while since he pitched, but at some point you would think that he would have gotten back to where he was, or at least somewhat close to it. He's steadily gotten worse. I am rooting for this guy. I want to see one of the better pitchers get things back on track, show us the good stuff, but it just hasn't happened yet. 4-8 record, a 7.01 ERA, 86 innings, 67 strikeouts, giving up hits, giving up walks, giving up home runs. Give me the Reds to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And this game seems like one of the most lopsided matchups in baseball, so beware the Vegas upset at 7:10 p.m. The 21-70 Colorado Rockies, the worst team in baseball, on pace for about 135 losses right now, versus the 47-45 Boston Red Sox. This team up and down the entire season. Last week, they were under 500. Now they're 2 games over 500, 4th place in the East. But this offense can lead this team back to the promised land. Right now, the Red Sox, 78.3% chance to win this game at home. Fenway, very difficult place for the road team to win. The Rockies, a 21.7% chance. The Red Sox, 2.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Boston is minus 300. Colorado, plus 240. Like I said, one of the most lopsided matchups today. The Rockies, a bottom 3 offense. A bottom 2, actually the last place overall pitching team. Right now they're averaging 3.5 runs a game, hitting 231. Solid power, 84 home runs, 50 steals. Whenever they get a hit, it's a home run or it's a strikeout. There's no middle ground. 5.53 team ERA. Pretty sure that is dead last in baseball. Boston, great offense, 4.9 runs a game, 254 average, 111 home runs, 77 stolen bases, giving a 3.96 runs per game. Getting very consistent production from both the lineup and the pitching. Right now for the Rockies, Antonio Santazella on the mound, 3-12 record. Can he get 13 losses before the All-Star break? Maybe so. 6.57 ERA, 86.1 innings, 46 strikeouts. How about 132 hits in 86 innings? That is almost 2 hits per inning. That's a very bad mix. Lucas Giolito right now going for the Red Sox, 5-1 record, a 3.66 ERA, 66.1 innings, 58 strikeouts. Give me him. Give me the Red Sox to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. Then it's 7:40 p.m. The 54-36 Chicago Cubs. When you look at this overall team roster, one of the more balanced teams in baseball, power, speed, they can hit for average. They have pitching. They'll be playing the 43-47 Minnesota Twins. Maybe the Twins are now starting to have their climb back to the top. They've been up and down this season, but they've showed some true potential here. Right now, the Twins 42.3% chance to win this game. They're still second place in the AL Central. Chicago first place in the NL Central. 57.7% chance to win this game. The Cubs are 1.5 run favorites on the road, a 9.5 over under. The Cubs are minus 115. The Twins minus 105. So even Vegas sees there's the potential. Both of these teams are overall talented. The Twins can still pull off the upset. The Cubs offense 5.5 runs a game, a top 3 overall offense. 257 average, 136 home runs. That is top 4 in baseball. 106 stolen bases. That's number 2 in baseball, giving up 3.78 runs per game. The Twins 4.2 runs a game. The main thing that's let them down the last couple of weeks has actually been their pitching, not their offense. They're hitting 239, 102 home runs, 46 steals. Again, 4.15 runs per game. 4 weeks ago, that was at 3.5. They got to get their starting pitching back on track. Minnesota, David Festa going 2-3 record, 5.48 ERA, 42.2 innings, 45 strikeouts. And right now, Cade Horton going for the Cubs, 3-2 record, a 4.15 ERA, 52 innings, 38 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Cubs getting back on track, getting the win here, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And how about this game at 7:40 p.m.? These teams are in completely identical situations. 2 awful offenses, but 2 great overall pitching staffs. We have the 38-54 Pittsburgh Pirates. They cannot score a run to save their life, but they can rely on that starting pitching. They'll be facing off here versus the 44-48 Kansas City Royals in exactly the same situation. Great pitching, awful hitting. Right now, Kansas City, 66.8% chance to win this game. Pittsburgh, a 33.2. The Royals are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. KC, minus 190. Pittsburgh is plus 160 right now. That Pirates offense, bottom 5 in baseball, giving up 3.4 runs a game, 232 average, 61 home runs, 77 steals a game, with 3.64 runs a game. That is top 7 in baseball. These pitchers need some help. They need some run support. The Royals, 3.3 runs per game. That's bottom 2 in baseball. 243 average, 61 home runs also. 67 steals a game of 3.51 runs per game. If you were wondering, that is top 5 in baseball. Both of these teams, their pitching is playoff caliber pitching, but the offense is minor league caliber offense. Right now, Bailey Falter going for the Pirates. 6-4 record, a 3.69 ERA, 92.2 innings, 56 strikeouts. Chris Bubic going for the Royals. He's having a season that not very many people are talking about, but putting up great numbers well above his career average. 7-6 record, a 2.36 ERA, 103 innings, 107 strikeouts. How about only 6 home runs given up in 17 games? This is going to be an extremely close game. Give me the Royals to win it, but a 1-run win. So KC wins, but I'll go with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the under. And this next matchup is actually a really tough one to call here, mainly due to the pitching. At 7:45 p.m., the 37-53 Washington Nationals, they have the interim coach right now. They actually have a very, very consistent, respectable offense. It's the pitching kind of holding this team back from reaching its potential of being a 500 ball club. They'll be on the road here versus the 48-43 St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals are a veteran squad. Contreras, Donovan, Arenado. St. Louis right now, 56.2% chance to win this game. They're third in the NL Central. Washington at 43.8, but do not underestimate the Nationals. The Nationals are Vegas favorites here. 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. St. Louis comes into this game. They are minus 115. The Nationals are minus 105. This Nationals offense, 4.4 runs per game. 247 average, 87 home runs, 78 steals, very balanced, giving up 5.16 runs per game. They have awful pitching. That's what draws this team into question. St. Louis, 4.5 runs a game, 251 average, 91 home runs, 47 steals, giving up 4.08 runs per game. Looking at that pitching, the reason the Nationals have a shot here, Mackenzie Gore putting up great numbers, 3-8 record. It's a shame. He only has 3 wins with a 3.11 ERA. Can this guy get some run support? 104.1 innings, 131 strikeouts. He's having a great season. He just needs some help from the lineup. He's going up against Andre Payante on the mound for St. Louis, 5-4 record, a 4.14 ERA, 94.1 innings, 63 strikeouts. With this game, the thing that scares me about the Nationals, even if Gore has the lead, the bullpen, which is not very good, could easily blow the lead. I'm going to go with the Cardinals pulling off the upset win here, going with the plus 1.5, and I will go with the over. And at 8:10 p.m., the 41-48 Cleveland Guardians. I said it for the whole week. Do not underestimate Cleveland. Yes, their record's not the best. Yes, their offense has been anemic. Pitching hasn't been the best the last couple weeks, but there is some talent there. They'll be facing the 55-36 Houston Astros, first place in the AL West. The Astros, when the month of April ended, they were well under 500. Right now, they're 19 games over 500, playing good baseball. Yes, not playing their best series versus Cleveland, but still great veteran squad. Houston, a 65.4% chance to win this game. Cleveland, a 34.6%. The Astros are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Cleveland plus 125. Houston minus 150. Right now, the Guardians 3.5 runs a game. 224 average, 85 home runs, 66 steals, again, 3.96 runs per game. The Astros with that veteran lineup, 4.4 runs per game, 261 average, one of the best batting averages in baseball, 99 home runs, 47 steals, again, 3.51 runs per game. The Astros always have great pitching. Slade Ciccone on the mound for the Guardians, 3-4 record, 3.56 ERA, very respectable stats here, 48 innings, 47 strikeouts. Brandon Walter going for the Astros, but the Astros, the number one bullpen in baseball. No matter what happens with their starting rotation, they can turn to that bullpen any day, and they can close the game out. He has a 1-1 record, 4.15 ERA, 34.2 innings, 33 strikeouts. Give me the Astros to win this game to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here just barely. And at 9:38 p.m., the 44-47 Texas Rangers versus the 44-46 Los Angeles Angels. Right now, the Rangers third place in the AL West, the Angels fourth place in the AL West. The Angels 52.9% chance to win this game. The Rangers a 47.1. The Texas 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Rangers are minus 130. The Angels are plus 110. Right now, the Angels, one thing they have going for them, this team hits a lot of home runs. They can slug it out with anyone. The Rangers have to get their offense back on track. On paper, great lineup. On the field, they've been cold the whole season. Yes, they are playing better the last couple weeks, but overall, they're still bottom half of baseball. Right now, they're averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting 229, 90 home runs, 83 steals, giving 3.22 runs per game. They have a top 3 overall pitching staff. They just need some run support. The Angels, 4.3 runs a game, 228 average, 129 home runs. It's top 5 in the major leagues. 40 steals, giving 4.47 runs a game. That's not bad, but last month, it was in the 5. So this team is pitching much, much better than it has the whole season. Do not forget that with the home run power here. Right now, Rangers going with Kumar Rocker on the mound, 3-4 record, 5.8 ERA, 45 innings, 41 strikeouts, 53 hits. He's given up a lot of hits, putting guys on base here. Kyle Hendricks, the veteran, going for the Angels. This guy's been pitching for like 4 decades at this point. Not his best season right now, but he's a veteran. He has his stuff there. 5-6 record, 4.68 ERA, 92.1 innings, 62 strikeouts. Give me Hendricks. Give me the Angels to get the win here. I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under this game. In our second to last game at 9:40 p.m., the 45-46 Arizona Diamondbacks. They're fourth place in the NL West. They don't have the best pitching, but this team, one of the best overall balanced offenses in baseball. They have power. They have speed. They can get guys on base. You always have to take that offense serious. They'll be on the road here versus the 48-42 San Diego Padres, second place in the NL West. Right now, the Padres, 56.5% chance to win this game. The Diamondbacks, a 43.5%, but I call this game a pick-em personally. Right now, San Diego, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Diamondbacks are plus 120. San Diego is minus 145. This Diamondbacks offense, I've been praising it, but just look at the stats there. 5.2 runs a game, 253 average, 132 home runs, top 3 in baseball, 62 steals, but they are giving up 4.72 runs per game. San Diego does not have a good offense, but versus this pitching, they'll probably be able to score some runs. San Diego, 4.1 runs a game, 246 average, 75 home runs, 59 steals, going to have 3.69 runs per game. San Diego has the starting pitching. They have the bullpen, but the Diamondbacks have the overall better offensive roster. Going for the Diamondbacks, Brandon Pfaadt, career 5.15 ERA this season, a little above that. 8-6 record, a 5.42 ERA. He has an awful ERA, but whenever he starts, he gets a lot of run support. 91.1 innings, 80 strikeouts, putting a lot of guys on base here, 103 hits. Dylan Cease on the mound for the Padres. The worst start of his career right now, but 4 straight 200 strikeout seasons. This guy's a veteran. He's going to turn things around at some point. We're just waiting for it to happen. 3-8 record, a 4.62 ERA, 97.1 innings, 121 strikeouts. He still has the strikeout stuff. He is lining them up and sitting them down. He's not giving up very many home runs, which gives me some faith here versus this power-hitting Diamondbacks offense. Give me the Padres to win it, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And our final game of the night at 10:05 p.m., the 39-50 Atlanta Braves. What do you make of the Braves? There's talk of them just having a fire sale here. They've been up and down. They've been sideways. This lineup, this team, this roster is a very good roster. They have not hit their potential this season. They'll be playing the 37-55 Athletics. The Athletics playing in Sacramento right now. Minor league stadium, smaller ballpark. That means we might see some home runs here. The A's 49.3% chance to win this game. The Braves a 50.7%. That is a 50-50 split with the fans. Atlanta 1.5 run favorites, 10.5 over/under. The Braves are minus 135. The A's are plus 115. This Braves offense 4 runs a game, 243 average, 92 home runs, 43 steals, you know, 3.77 runs a game. They got to get things on track, but if they have a fire sale, then I guess it won't really matter. The A's 4.2 runs a game, 248 average, 113 home runs, 49 steals, and a 5.32 runs per game. One of the worst pitching teams in baseball. Will the Braves be able to capitalize on that? Right now for Atlanta, they have Bryce Elder going younger pitcher, 2-6 record at 5.92 ERA, 73 innings, 62 strikeouts. He's given up 84 hits, 27 walks, 16 home runs. Not good numbers there in a small ballpark. Mitch Spence going for the A's, 2-4 record of 4.06 ERA, 68.2 innings, 60 strikeouts. This is one of those games that could go either way. 2 younger pitchers. Give me the A's to pull off the upset here, going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. So, guys, that is all of our picks and predictions and bets for all the baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, July 9th. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your picks for today? Drop it down there, and I will make sure to respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you for watching.